Hey there. Let's have a look at even more key quotes from Act 3 of An Inspector Calls. Starting off with quotes from Mr. and Mrs. Birling. Mr. Birling says, "I've got to cover this up as soon as I can." Mr. Birling, which is consistent with his character throughout the play, only cares about covering up the story so it doesn't affect their reputations, social status, or his chance of receiving a knighthood. He consistently shows a selfish, self-centered attitude. He obsesses over his reputation. He's not very concerned with the consequences of his actions. Mr. Birling says, "This makes a difference, you know. In fact, it makes all the difference." As far as Mr. Birling is concerned, the most important factor in the story is that Inspector Gould is not a real police officer. This is vital for Birling because he knows that the story of Eva Smith is now unlikely to end in a scandal for him. He doesn't care about his actions in the girl's life, or the effect these actions on the girl herself. If the inspector has no connection to the police, he has no power to cause problems for Mr. Birling, and so Mr. Birling is prepared to forget the whole story and continue with his life as before. Mrs. Birling says, "But I didn't know it was you." Mrs. Birling only regrets her nasty comments about the mystery man who got Eva Smith pregnant when she realises it was her own son. She was more than happy for the man to receive swift and severe punishments because she did not know him. This reflects social pre-war capitalist attitudes. People looked after themselves and their families. Mrs. Birling felt that punishment was necessary for this man, until that man was revealed to be Eric, and then she changed her attitude. So let's quickly recap all of that then. Let's start with some quotes. These quotes from Mr. and Mrs. Birling saying, "I've got to cover this up as soon as I can." Mr. Birling only cares about covering up the story so it doesn't affect their reputations, social status, or his chance of receiving a knighthood. He consistently shows a selfish, self-centered attitude. Mr. Birling also says, "This makes a difference, you know. In fact, it makes all the difference." As far as Mr. Birling is concerned, the most important factor in the story is that Inspector Gould is not a real police inspector. This is vital for Birling because he knows that the story of Eva Smith is now unlikely to end in a scandal for him. "Plus, I didn't know it was you." Mrs. Birling only regrets her nasty comments about the mystery man that got her Eva Smith pregnant when she realised it was her own son. This reflects social pre-war capitalist attitudes. People looked after themselves and their families, and she felt that this punishment was necessary for the man until it turned out to be Eric. Now let's have a look at some key quotes from Eric. "I wasn't in love with her or anything, but I liked her. She was pretty and a good sport." Here he highlights his upper middle class upbringing, from which he is used to having what he wants. He sleeps with Eva because she's good looking. He would not treat a woman in his own social class this way, but feels that he can with Eva because she's lower class. "She told me she didn't want to go in, but I threatened to make a row." Eric reveals that he forced himself on Eva Smith. He used his power as the son of an influential man to threaten to make things difficult for her. "You killed her. She came to protect me, and you turned her away. Your own grandchild. You killed them both. Damn you." For the first time, we see a furious Eric verbally attack his mother. He directly addresses her with the pronoun "you" to make sure that she knows she has caused the death of her own grandchild. He wants her to understand that her actions have got personal consequences for him and her, instead of continuing to brush off her responsibility. So let's just quickly go over those again. The key quotes from Eric in Act 3 are that "she told me she didn't want me to go in, but I threatened to make a row. I wasn't in love with her or anything, but I liked her. She was pretty and a good sport. And you killed her. She came to protect me, and you turned her away. Your own grandchild. You killed them both. Damn you." Who says, "But I didn't know it was you" in Act 3? Is it Sheila, Mrs. Birling, Eric, or Mrs. Birling? Well, this quote is Mrs. Birling talking about Eric, and that he is the mysterious man that got Eva Smith pregnant. When Eric is describing Eva in Act 3, how does he describe her? He says that she's pretty and a good sport. Who is Eric furious at in this quote? "You killed her. She came to you to protect me, and you turned her away. Your own grandchild. You killed them both. Damn you." Is he furious at Eric, Mrs. Birling, Sheila, or Mr. Birling? He's angry at Mrs. Birling for turning Eva Smith away.